questions about it because I didn't understand the lifestyle. And what I said to her, she turned her nose up and she said, "You should be a counselor." 3 times. Y'all see, I'm hard-headed. I am hard-headed. I know like some of y'all, I'm hard-headed. God had to tell me 3 times that he needs me to be there for his people. And finally I said, all right, God, if you want me to be a counselor, you want me to do all of these things, you set the stage. You lead me down that path because I ain't going to school. I knew that. He knew that. She went to school. I went to the streets. Okay? So 2004, I got out of that place, July of 2004. And about 7 months later, my sister Tangi and I decided to sit down with our youngest sister, who at the time was 13 years old, because we're grown, we're out of the house, she's still living with our mom. She needed some guidance, she needed some help, somebody who had unbiased information for her. And we decided to sit down with her and say, look, let's talk, let's hash it out, let's vent, let's do whatever. And we began to do that. In February of 2005, we said, why don't you just invite your friends? I'm sure there's a lot of young girls who have questions about life, things that they're going through, their bodies changing, so on and so forth. And we began to sit down with young ladies once a week and have mentoring and sessions and talk about some of the hardest things in life. And we became Life, Ladies in Full Effect. We didn't sit down and say, hey, we'll come up with this idea. Girls need help out here, so let's be the vessels. Let's just go make up this group, and we're going to call it Life. We didn't plan any of this. All of this stuff, all of those steps were ordered by the Lord. He says in Psalms 23 how he leads us down the path of righteousness. He leads us down the path. We don't just walk that path just willy-nilly. We take all of the information, all of our experiences, all of our ups, our downs, our hurts, our greatness, everything, and we use those things as equipment. Those things are equipment. Put in your tool belt. Just like a carpenter needs a hammer, he needs a screwdriver, he needs nails. We need our own equipment in order to do the work that he has called us to do. We need those things. So you may be going through some hurtful things, some trying times right now, but like James 1 says, it's just to create perseverance in you. Trials and tribulations are not to bring you down. He said, for I know the plans that I have for your life, declares the Lord. Not to hurt you, but to prosper you, to give you hope, to give you a future. Now, in answering that call, here's the logic. If I have found something that made me whole, something that made my heart happy, something that helped guide me through this life, something that helped me see life for what it is, helped me recognize who my enemies were, recognize people who were my allies, people who were my brothers, my sisters, things that helped me grow professionally and in my personal life, to help me become a better mother, a better wife, a better daughter, a better sister, a better entrepreneur. Who am I to hold that information inside? Who am I to hold that from the rest of the world? If I have good news, if I have found the fountain of greatness, who am I to hold that in? Would that not be selfish? Would that not be a selfish act to hold that information in? So when you guys are at school and you see your peers doing wrong, talking wrong, dressing wrong, thinking wrong about themselves and others, what do you say? Do you allow it to happen? Do you laugh along with them? Or do you participate with them in their wrongdoing? And when you do it, do you hear God's voice saying, you're wrong. Something's wrong with this situation. You're the one who's supposed to correct it. You see, I'm a believer that when I experience certain things, like kids cussing people out and ready to fight, I am not scared. I will come stand right between y'all. This is not who God said that you are. I have stood between grown women with pipes, 2 o'clock in the morning, ready to throw down. You got children, you don't belong in this neighborhood, you need to get in your car and go, and you need to go in the house and take care of your family. I don't even know these women. But Christ said we have that kind of authority. We have that authority. So with no fear, I walk this earth. I can stand in front of anybody and be exactly who I am right here. Barack Obama can walk through those doors, and I promise you I will not drop this microphone. I might smile a little bit, but I ain't gonna drop this microphone. Because God has given me a word and a call, and I must get that to you. And we do this because we love God. We love him, and he loves us. And in return, all he did was ask us to love you. And if I'm going to love you, I'm going to give you the gift that he has given me. I'm going to share with you what he has shared with me. And as we are all heirs of the throne, I would like to see each and every one of your faces there with me. I want to party with Ms. Lyric. We turning up. Ain't no be sitting down looking at us like this in heaven. It's done. It's over with. Evil has been done away with. There's no more war. There's no more killing. There's no more abuse. There's no more. It's done. So why wouldn't I stand up here and talk to you about this and share this with you? Because I continuously encounter people over and over. That's the white man's God. Why are you worshiping him? Appreciate you, white man. Thank you. If that's what it is. Because I'm saved. And I feel good. Even when things are not going the way that I want it to go, I feel good. I feel like I'm in the right place in my life. Even when things are wrong, my grades are wrong, something's happening at work, I'm not living where I want to live right now, my kids are acting up, my husband and I are arguing, but I am still under the righteousness of God, regardless. And I know that the outcome is always going to be for my good. We got to just get through it. God, just get me through. Don't get me out. Just get me through. That's all I need. And that's why I'm standing here to help you guys get through. Not only do you need to get through, but you also got to get through with answering to your calls. How many of you believe that God has called you to do something? You might have an idea. You got callings. We all have a calling. And it's time to answer that call, because we are the body of Christ. And if the body of Christ is to function and work and do things, we can't just have one leg going, can we? No. It's not going to work. We got to be marching. They take your whole body. Your whole body. We are the army of the Lord. The army. We are soldiers in the army of the Lord. And we on the battlefield right here. Like Ms. Lyric said, it's serious out here. It's for real out here. And we think that because we hear it on the news and because we hear it at school about somebody else, that it can't be us. Who are you? Who are you to think that you're exempt from the destruction of Satan, from the thievery of Satan, the murderous Satan? Who are you to think that you are exempt from that? We're not. But we're saved in God's grace. We're saved by his grace. Me standing up here, I don't get accolades for that. He don't say, come on in here, you preach to my kids. You got to look what's in here. Because a lot of people come up here and talk. We can just talk all day. But we out here doing. We're out here doing. I wanted to make one more point. And I'm just going to read this one. I can't even remember the scripture. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds. You believe that there is one God? Good. Even the demons believe that and shudder. You foolish person, you want evidence that faith without deeds is useless? Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see that his faith and his actions were working together, and his faith was made complete by what he did. And the scripture was fulfilled that says, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness, and he was called God's friend. You see that a person is considered righteous by what they do and not by faith alone. Are you God's friend? Who's God's friend? Who is his friend? I'm going to say my old school Easter speech, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Jesus is my friend, and he watches over me. That's why I'm so happy as can be. Thank you, God.